All right. All right, there we go. All right, good morning, folks. Happy Sunday. I'm just still going back on all of the other stuff that John did last night. Boy, there was a lot of it. We'll tell you all about it in just a little bit. Good morning, SPC Twin Cities. Good morning to all of you just joining us here. As Wait, Don't Tell Me is just about to start. So I've got WBZ going right now. And it is starting. This is Wait, Don't Tell Me, the NPR News Quiz. Hey, both of our usual hosts are back. Bill Curtis and Peter Sagal. If I recall, somebody filled in for Peter Sagal last week in Houston. And I'm not sure if I got that one live, but I'm gonna look. And that one I know I got live. So I'm on the last one, the Snow Squall from Pittsburgh. Well, before the theme even ends, that's something. So that's something. Yeah, Tic-Tac-Toe is overrated. Yes, here we go. Today, these three players will be risking everything they've won every time they play Second Chance. It's the predecessor to Pressure Luck. Alright. Wait, why are we using the slow charger? Put it in the fast one. There we go. And then I'll just unplug the other one as well. Here we go, the good old Tom and Ben returning once again.
Here we go, the good old Tom and Ben returning once again.
Well, we did take Interstate 70 through there. White Oak, Pennsylvania.
White Oak, Pennsylvania.
And apparently John forgot to roll back the clocks because now his loggers are in Central Time. Well, actually, I shouldn't say roll back the clocks. I should say spring forward.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say roll back the clocks. I should say spring forward.
And of course, as I said last night, there were many changes to the auto weeklies, and I'll explain all of that in just a little bit. And now comes the part where I compare KLT to what I got. JOU, I got that live. I just went back and got that. Wall, I got live. But not this one. And then there's another flood warning I'll go back on as well. But then I still gotta go through Comcast land. Same thing. We'll skip that. That Missoula one I got live. That I got live. Although I have to review. That one I got on JON. And then this is one of those South Carolina stations. I really need to set MLS up on another device so I can recurrently get these, but... And then, of course, there's another one after that. Yep, tonight's the Oscars, so don't expect an AFV episode. Yep, tonight's the Oscars, so I don't expect an AFV episode.
Yep, tonight's the Oscars, so I don't expect an AFV episode.
Okay, WXJ42, nice 1 hour tone. Nice. I can actually message in this hub? Wow. Unlike John. Yeah, this is one of the warmest winters that we've had. Yeah, we missed the bitter cold. And there wasn't any snow at all. Well, if there was, well, there wasn't much.
And there wasn't any snow at all. Well, if there was, well...
There wasn't much at all. Then I got live. This massive thing.
This massive thing.
I'm sure Brandon was so happy to see this Tom and Ben thing. Man, there were a lot of EOMs on that.
Man, there were a lot of EOMs on that.
Got that up there. It's Peter Sagal. They're back in Chicago.
It's Peter Sagal. They're back in Chicago.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, that's gonna make for a great show.
That's gonna make for a great show.
What? Minor flooding is forecast. Where? Saluda River at Chapels. When? From this afternoon to Tuesday afternoon. Impacts at 14.0 feet. Lowlands around and downstream from Chapels become flooded. Cattle grazing River Botoman should be moved to higher ground. At 16.0 feet, extensive farmland and River Botoman around and downstream from Chapels become flooded. At 18.0 feet,
Oh, what's for dinner? I haven't even got that. I just got up. We got a long ways away from that.
I just got up.
But I can tell you that I had sloppy joes for dinner last night. But I can tell you that I did have sloppy joes for dinner last night. And I showed it on the stream. It's actually some beef with some cheese on top. It was really good.
http://www.weather.gov/safety/flood. Just two of them. You will win our prize. The voice of anyone from our show you might choose.
Yep. That's because of all the crime and chaos that they've committed each and every year there.
That's because of all the crime and chaos that they've committed each and every year there.
Yeah, hopefully that PSA will put an end to that.
Yeah, hopefully that PSA will put an end to that.
My goodness, apparently that wasn't bright enough.
Apparently that one.
My god, the screen's not bright enough.
Not bright enough.
Do not drive around barricades or through water of unknown depth.
Do not drive around barricades or through water of unknown depth.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Well, meanwhile, let me see if there's anything new in Comcast land. Theoretically. Let's just acknowledge it all. Anything new? Nope. I guess that's all in Comcast land. If we need to go back on, we'll be all set.
If we need to go back on, we'll be all set.
No, I haven't heard any tornadoes
No, I
anywhere.
haven't heard it.
Well, we had some yesterday.
Well, we had some yesterday.
First trade of the day coming in Fort Madison.
First trade of the day coming in Fort Madison.
Hey, what do you know? It's time for New Hampshire.
And what do you know? It's time for New Hampshire.
But first, we don't expect any of that today because we have a general risk.
We don't expect any of that today because we have a general risk.
Yep, it's going to be a very, very quiet Sunday.
Yep, it's going to be a very, very quiet Sunday.
Alright, let me reconnect to the computer so I can continue putting this together. And now it's time for your daily dose of New
Now
Hampshire.
it's time for your daily dose of...
It's time for your daily dose of New Hampshire.
It's time for your daily dose of New Hampshire.
Oh wait, you know what? Let's get it live instead.
Oh wait, you know what? Let's get it live instead.
Why is everything failing to save? Once I get them all, I'm rebooting this thing.
Once I get them all,
Yep, and now for the demo.
And now for the demo.
All other demos I ignore except New Hampshire.
all the demos I ignore except New Hampshire.
This concludes this test of the New Hampshire emergency alert system.
She was getting abdominal surgery, so she was getting her abdomen removed, which is really cool.
Okay, maybe I have to clear more.
Okay, maybe I have to clear more.
Maybe I gotta clear even more stuff. Maybe I gotta clear more stuff.
Maybe I gotta clear more stuff.
These are next. Alright, let's try again.
Try again.
Hopefully this saves everything.
Hopefully this saves everything.
Because I don't want to have to do this all over again.
It's all over.
Alright, now to Comcast land.
Alright, now to Comcast land.
First up is Essex, Orleans, and Franklin, Vermont.
Step is Essex, Orleans, and Franklin.
There they finally are. Double ranch.
Double red.
Why, yes it is. My goodness, I think everybody wants to get their weekly in. Hello, Sky Blues.
Hello, Sky Blue.
So I got a ton of all this stuff to go back on right now in Comcast land. Going back on those weeklies.
All this stuff to go back on right now in Comcast land.
You finally caught the clock going forward? Yeah, I did, while also getting the WXXI Weekly!
Finally caught the clock going forward? Yeah.
Yep, it is now Central
Yep, it is now
Daylight
Central.
Time. And even before those other autos like KEDM and all that stuff, I actually caught the DC clock going forward in Eastern Time.
And even before those other autos like KEDM and all that stuff, I actually caught the DC clock going forward in Eastern Time.
Alright, this is the last one.
Alright, this is the last one.
This is the strangest little thing I think they've found.
This is the strangest little thing I think they've found.
Alright, so now that we're
Alright,
all
so
set.
now that we're...
Are you talking to somebody?
All right. Sorry about that. Okay. Now then. Let's go through putting the tests in. And we're going to go and we're going to do this in the reverse order. Yep, here's that coastal flood warning I got live.
Yep, here's that coastal flood warning I got live.
The civil authorities have issued a required weekly test for Casta D and KMN, beginning at 11 o'clock a.m. and ending at 12 o'clock p.m.
The civil authorities have issued a required weekly test for Casta D and KMN, beginning at 11 o'clock a.m. and ending at 12 o'clock p.m.
So yeah, there's the Red River test.
Red River test.
And we rewind back a couple hours to 8 a.m. This is where we find KCV.
This is where we find KCV.
With her. With her.
Then we rewind back another hour to WON. And then I think KDZ may have dropped the 6 a.m. weekly on Sunday. Yeah, I think they might have dropped that and went daytime in the weekdays exclusively.
I think they might have dropped that and went daytime in the weekdays.
And then we go back a bit to 93.7 The Fan.
To 93.7 The Fan.
And we find it right here.
So thank you so much for telling us.
And we find it right here.
Thank you.
Appreciate you so much.
And they, of course, do it right after an interview.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
And they, of course, do it right after an interview. The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
Oh, there's some pieces left over from the bridge destruction.
Oh, there's some pieces left over from the bridge destruction.
I've been wondering where those were. And I had to get new blocks entirely because of that.
And I had to get new blocks entirely because of
System test.
System test.
And then we go back a little bit more
And then we go back
to WNLA.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
Aggressive.
This is only a test.
Aggressive.
And then a bit more to CRTV with that other auto.
more to CRT
Emergency.
with that other auto.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
Test of the emergency alert system.
That's that Montana auto. That's it for this one. And now to the iPhone.
And now to the iPhone.
We're going to skip right past DMF.
Right past DMF.
And that stream link there, that's the reason why they stopped streaming alerts.
And that stream link there, that's the reason why they stopped streaming.
It doesn't say stream guys now, it just says segment 1271, stuff like that.
It doesn't say stream guys now, it just says segment Walkman 1271, stuff like that.
Well, we know they didn't go, so we're just gonna skip past it.
Skip past it.
I've been forgetting about WMMO.
I've been forgetting about WMMO.
Uh-oh. I gotta fix that. And we'll go back a little bit more. What's this one? Oh yeah, that was from earlier. And then here's KCBS.
And then here's KCBS.
Alone, they can attach your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your Social Security check.
Alone, they can attach your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your Social Security check.
Did they even go?
They even go?
Yeah, they sprung forward right at 5 a.m.
Yeah, they sprung forward right at 5 a.m.
1026 for your free consultation and to see if you qualify. That's 800-514-1026.
Well, that's a first.
1026 for your free consultation and to see if you qualify. That's 800-514-1026.
Well, that's a first.
That's a first. KCBS not doing their auto.
That's a first. KCBS not doing their auto.
Alright, now that we're through with the first set of videos,
Alright, now that we're through with the first set of videos,
let's go through what else I got before we go any further. So, of course, while that birch tree was run last night, we were having a lot of fun with that. There was more flood warnings.
We were having a lot of fun with that.
I guess I'd call this the East Coast flood section.
the East Coast flood section.
I had to throw it out, honey. I didn't.
Okay. Anyway, this Arizona Weekly.
Arizona Weekly.
And then the Kentucky iPods test while I was waiting for BGY, which I think KLT failed that, or they changed times too.
Kentucky iPods test while I was waiting for BGY, which I think KLT failed that, or they changed times too.
Yep, KRMS Osage Beach, their new time begins soon.
Yep, KRMS Osage Beach, their new time begins soon.
Alameda and Contra Costa Comcast.
Flooding include.
More flooding. Apparently KSWP loves to do weeklies at random. And Sky Blues just uploaded the last Mountain Standard Time wording when I was getting KFTI.
Sky Blues just
Here's
uploaded
CLC,
the
here's
last Mountain Standard Time
WOBO.
wording when I was getting KFTI.
And then there's this Georgia thing. More flood section. And I got the clock going forward in Washington.
And I got the clock going forward in Washington.
So, because we moved the clocks forward, we had... Because we had KDM Monroe, and then of course we skipped all the 1 a.m. stuff all together, and we skipped, and we just went right to, and then we went right to DC Radio 1. So, of course, KDM Monroe, Jacksonville iHeart, Baltimore Odyssey, DC 1, and that good stuff. KMTL was skipped. Because they're in the Central Zone. WMSR, WPXI, SKR, whatever this Miami thing is. There's YCD, WOL and MBG, WYCB, another flood warning, Boston I Heart, WMAS, Jazz with David Bassi.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
And of course, with WXXI, I got the time change.
WXXI got the time change.
In fact, that threw off a lot of the automations. See, North Country came up. There's Jack FM.
Jack FM.
And then YCT came up. There's the Springfield stations. Another flood warning.
Another flood warning.
And then here's WJOU at its usual time. That Denver station at its usual time. And those Oregon stations going an hour later because of the time change. And then, of course, all that other stuff that we got earlier. So, now...
And then, of course, all that other stuff that we got earlier. So, now...
we are ready to move right along. So now we're ready to move right along. And these are actually in Central Time, so these are easier to differentiate. So this coastal flood warning came before those. There's a WAL weekly. And yeah, and John still hasn't moved his clocks forward yet. So everything here is being and this coastal flood again. No, this comes first. So now to rearrange everything. And this flood warning from Cleveland. Then another flood warning that followed. Then yet another one. Then here is Red River test number 1. Man, John is backlogged. In 1990 for almost 300 grand? Wow.
In 1990 for almost 300 grand? Wow.
I don't know if I'd like that. Somebody else was really backlogged. That's the same thing. Skip. That's the same product. Skip.
That's the same product. Skip.
So this came before ON. There's another flood warning. That's hard to answer. There's another flood warning, and here's yet another one. That was actually the plot. Wow.
Wow.
I never really followed Seinfeld, so obviously I don't know how any of these go. But and now they gave away this bag of chips and stuff. And now airlines give snacks like a mixture of Chex Mix and Clancy's pretzels and everything like that. I suppose. Anyway. And then this flood warning. Alright, and then next up we have this coastal flood here.
Alright, and then next up we have this coastal flood here.
Everything's in Eastern Standard Time.
Everything's in Eastern Standard Time.
So John still has to move the clock forward.
So John still has to move the clock forward.
Which he hasn't done yet. And then JUL.
And then JUL.
And that's almost everything.
It's almost everything.
So now we got all the KLT stuff. And we're going to go in order.
Order.
Beginning Saturday at 3.
Beginning Saturday at 3.
I would sing the Walter E. Smith jingle, but I'm not going to.
I would sing the Walter E. Smith jingle, but I'm not going to.
Support for NPR comes from NPR stations and by Progressive.
Support for NPR comes from NPR stations and by Progressive.
From NPR and WBZ Chicago, this is Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, the NPR News Quiz.
From NPR and WBZ Chicago, this is Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, the NPR News Quiz.
At the Fine Arts Building in Chicago, Illinois, Mr. Peter Sigel.
At the Fine Arts Building in Chicago, Illinois, Mr. Peter Sigel.
I did a great job
I did a great job.
with that. My goodness, that's a lot.
What?
My goodness, that's a lot of stuff. We haven't even gotten to the Wordle or Comcast land yet.
My goodness, that's a lot of stuff. We haven't even gotten to the Wordle or Comcast land yet.
Alrighty, and then here's the latest entry.
Alrighty, and then here's the latest entry.
Okay, 1032 is this one.
Which one?
So that goes here. No, that came after.
No, that came after.
And then here's the flood warning.
Flood warning?
And what's this one? Oh, this was that.
Oh, this was
that thing I got live.
That thing I got live.
It was a double header. And then here's the demo.
Demo.
And this was at 3:15, so now we're finally at Comcast land.
So now we're finally at Comcast.
So 3:15, this goes right here. This is the Essex, Orlean, and Franklin, Vermont Weekly.
Essex, Orlean, and Franklin, Vermont.
This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system.
This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system.
And this was at 1:29 Mountain Standard Time, so that'll be 3:29 Central.
1:29 Mountain Standard Time, so that'll be 3:29 Central.
Because at this time, they haven't sprung forward yet.
This time, they haven't.
And now all the Illinois Comcasts are mentioning Eastern Daylight Time, and that's the same thing, Skip. And let me acknowledge all of this. Let's see. 334 for McLean.
Clean.
Remember, I usually like to put everything in chronological order.
Remember, I usually like to put everything in chronological order.
And then 441 for Boone and McHenry and Bureau, and it's 422. Here's 441. Clark Cowett's 445.
Clark Cowett's 445.
Because again, they haven't sprung forward yet.
They haven't sprung forward yet.
And got two more. Just sharing Wyndham, that will be 449. So that came soon after.
That came soon after.
And then 8:19 a.m. for DeKalb, Georgia. So then 8:19 a.m. for DeKalb County, Georgia. And that's it.
that's it.
I'm gonna go ahead and put the closing in just a little bit of a head start. They probably should have went there next month and they would have seen Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
They probably should have went there next month and they would have seen Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Oh wait, we'll see it here in Chicago.
Oh wait, we'll see it here in Chicago.
Alrighty. Now for the word of the day.
Now for the word of the day.
Wonder if the... No, it doesn't match the system theme.
No, it doesn't match.
Doesn't match the system color mode on here, unfortunately, but oh well.
Oh well.
Wait, feet belts exist?
Wait, feet belts exist?
Oh, that can't be good. Let's just try Frank. I don't care. Well, we're getting there.
Well, we're getting there.
It has to be grasp.
It has to be grasp.
Yep. That is our word of the day.
Is our word of the day.
And yep, here's all the stuff Greymane's been doing, along with everybody else.
Stuff Greymane's been doing.
I don't know about that. Alrighty, we're caught up with all of this Sunday nonsense. I'm not sure if I'm even going to call it Sunday tests now. I'm probably going to call it the East Coast Flood Section.
I'm probably going to call it the East Coast Flood Section.
So this won't be enough to become East Coast Chaos. This will just become the East Coast Flood Section Sunday tests. I'll probably just give it a name like that. Northern Ohio's Cleveland Weekly from February.
Cleveland Weekly from February.
Yep, Arizona and Saskatoon will both go at 1 o'clock Central Time.
Yep, Arizona and Saskatoon will both go at 1 o'clock Central Time.
Oh, goodness. And, of course, as Skyblues mentioned, he did get the clock change. So there it is. There's the clock going forward. Yoshi Fan said his clock's ahead. He did a video on it.
These two do not have clocks.
And my lacrosse doesn't either. I don't think I've been thinking straight.
Guys, I don't think I've been thinking straight. I've been thinking curved.
Okay. Super Mario got the first daylight time wording.
Mario got the first daylight time wording.
Eastern Daylight Time.
Well, actually, CXP was the first one to do it in Eastern Time, and I was actually the first to do it in Central Time. Because I got to my KW39 stream just in time.
Closed in the mid-50s.
Teal got the first Central Time wording. Doubters Grove being a maniac in yesterday's stream.
Doubters Grove being a maniac in yesterday's stream.
Daylight saving speed run.
Daylight saving speed run.
Let's make it even faster by putting it at 2x speed. Hey, wait a minute. That's the same clock my Nana has. It's literally in the other room.
That's the same clock my Nana has.
It's literally in the other room. And there's the same clock State College has. That was great.
That was great.
The current time is 4:16 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. The current time is 4:16 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time.
I got so distracted, I was going to try and film the flip.
Yep, he missed the flip.
Yep, he missed the flip.
The current time is 3:07 a.m. Central Daylight Time.
Thanks for testing while I'm home, WBAP. Was this either a weekly or was this the Texas RMT?
P?
It was a weekly. Yeah, it was a WBAP weekly.
Yeah, it was a WB.
All right. Now, I actually want to give a little bit of a sneak peek as to what we're going to be showing on Tuesday's Roblox show. So, this is actually a map of northeastern Illinois on Roblox that I actually found in a... I actually came across a video showing that map last night. So, I actually had to check this out myself, and boy, I enjoy it. I am really pleased at this map. I'm really impressed at what this guy has done. Like, the interchange in I-55 and I-80 was completely replaced. I-80 was 3 lanes in each direction through Joliet. Wow, this thing is so realistic. And there's even Shanahan, even my town.
Macaroni and cheese.
Okay, anyway. So, this map is so realistic. I mean, it literally is. It's literally the entire, well, almost the entire Chicago area. I-55 actually goes from Shanahan up until, actually right now only up until just about Weber Road. But my God, the 126 interchange was completely redesigned. So while a lot of these interchanges are actually redesigned in their futuristic style, that's amazing. Once I-80 was 3 lanes in each direction, and I got I-80 to go as far as New Lenox, but I haven't gotten it, but it hasn't been built past 355 yet. But that is because right now this game is in alpha. That's because it's in alpha right now, and I noticed that a lot of things about this were, oh jeez, it says patching live. You know what? Let's just do the weather scan. Anyway, yeah, that's because the game is right now in alpha. So considering that a game like this is in such a state, that means there isn't going to be too much help documentation for it, because the game is right now in development. There actually was also another game too. It was this time it was based in. It was actually a game of actually showing the entire state of Delaware. However, I actually prefer to do Northeast Illinois. But you know what? I was thinking that was a great idea. Let's do a preview. Let's actually show you all the game. We'll show you all the game later tonight with the Blackhawks, and then we will. And then we'll do the full thing on Tuesday with our Roblox show, which I actually probably want to cut by an hour short because, well, again, because we're here away from home. And also I want to make sure that I want to get every Verizon in that whole Verizon Mania fiasco. Well, this is the way I'm going to have to spend my spring break because I can't go to... Here we go. Let's go to... Okay, here we go. We're going to go ahead and get all this ready. Network map. Here's all of them. Start. Oh my god, this is going to be nuts. Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh my god, this is nuts. Alright. So, that's it for... So that's it for our Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me show here on the Plainfield TV network. On Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, of course, yes. But of course, we'll be back with you all later tonight for Blackhawks hockey. So until then, thanks for watching and have a great day, folks. This is Plainfield TV.